Welcome to Duality of Nerds. It is episode 5 of the greatest villain ever debate. We're debating DC villains today. I'm Brady. He's Micah, better known as Ball.
And knowledge. So today, with our DC bracket, I'm pretty excited. But
This is a biggie.
it's
This is a biggie.
this one's pretty big. But if you don't know, kind of what we're doing here, this is just yet another episode of a series where we are here taking 32 DC villains. We're gonna get our top four, and they're gonna move on to our finale where we get the best villain in all of fantasy. But as usual, we have a rule where if we vote out someone that you think should have made it to the finale, shouldn't have gotten voted out, you can throw their name in the comments as a lifeline, and the most liked comment from each video will be going through to the finale. And you have until we record that finale to comment that hero, or not hero, that antagonist. So you can even go back to the older videos and comment and like there, and then on the day we record, we'll take all those top characters. But yeah, I don't think I got anything else. You got anything before we start, or?
I mean, people just got to make sure that they go back and watch the other episodes. We've done Pixar, we've done Disney animated, DreamWorks, Blue Sky, Sony Animations.
Illumination.
So this is a big one, Illumination. We've done a big one here with DC, but then in the future we still have all of the MCU, all of Star Wars,
Yep.
Disney
Which
live action, fantasy villain, like a miscellaneous fantasy. So like there's a lot still to come, but make sure you go back and watch those last episodes. Other than that, I'll stop holding this up. Let's get into this bracket.
Okay, well, this one's not going to be very tough, but for our first round, we have Joker from The Dark Knight, Heath Ledger's Joker, against the Daughters of Atlas from Shazam: Fury of the Gods. I don't think there's any discussion.
Joker, just because of Heath Ledger's portrayal in The Dark Knight, could very easily win the entire thing.
Yes, I think there's
I
only
mean,
one
all
person.
villains
There's only
ever-
one other person that will give him a run for his money.
But it'll probably be Joker. So, I mean, Joker's not losing a single matchup, but Joker
Yeah.
moves on.
Yeah, so our second matchup is Bane from The Dark Knight Rises against Sabak from Black Adam. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, these Black Adam villains are just going to get wiped out. And, I mean, it's Tom Hardy Bane.
Bane was so good.
Like, he was so good. And everything he changed the character, like, he made the character so different. Because I love him talking about how everything he did with Bane's voice was, like, essentially improv through the first script read. And then Christopher Nolan was like, you have to do that. It's perfect. So, like even that, like as recent as 20 years, because a lot of the DC villains are 50, 60, 70-year-old villains.
Yeah.
But Bane, even recently, has been awesome. Absolute Bane. I don't know if we have any comic readers, but the Absolute Batman series is getting a lot of attention right now in the comics. Absolute Bane is like one of the coolest looking villains ever. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a competition. I think Bane could also very well go to the finale.
Yeah. Well, except for when they meet each other in the next round. But
Yeah.
in our next one, I think this one's a sweep as well. We've got Lex Luthor from Smallville against Captain Cold from The Flash. Lex Luthor from Smallville, easily the best portrayal of Luthor we've ever seen. His performance is unbelievable. Lex Luthor Smallville
Better than
is
Superman 25?
way better. Lex Luthor from Smallville, that is the Lex Luthor. He has set the standard. His performance is incredible.
I'll take your word for it just because I don't care too much about the Flash.
Yeah, Captain Cold. I like Captain Cold, but
Yeah,
he's no Luthor.
but yeah, I mean, Lex Luthor alone is just incredible.
Yeah. Well, for our next matchup, we have Darkseid from Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Thanos of DC, against Maxwell Lord from Wonder Woman 1984, Pedro Pascal.
Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not anything from that horrible movie of Wonder Woman. I mean, I'll defer to you here. I don't really care that too much.
Oh, I
think
do.
The
Darkseid
Snyder's Justice
is-
League he's cool.
He's sick.
I think he looks cool,
He
but
does. There wasn't
really
enough depth to
have-
his character.
yeah, I was gonna say I don't have any reason to care about his character, but he looks cool. So
He looks cool, and
I
he
mean-
aura farms, and he's evil.
And that's a good villain, apparently.
It's better than Pedro Pascal. So we'll move on to the next matchup where we have Joker from Joker 2019, Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, against Dr. Savannah from Shazam, the guy who got his eyeball replaced.
Yeah.
Which
I actually think I would go the Doctor here because I don't think Joaquin Phoenix is a good Joker at all. I think he's just a psychopath. He's not the Joker.
It's true.
He's just a psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, well,
you think about everything there is cool about the Joker. Joaquin Phoenix portrayed none of that. He's just a psychopath.
Anything grand. Yeah, everything was so small. Didn't. He just hurt some random people, and yeah, I mean, it's definitely
he barely even laughed in that movie. It's like it's not a whole, the Joker.
Yeah, they try and do it as a whole like mental health thing, but they don't really do it. I mean, the second movie ruined everything. So, that alone, I think we're gonna give this to Dr. Savannah, which almost feels like an upset, but I wouldn't say so.
No,
not much of a competition here either. But we've got the Reverse Flash from The Flash against Harley Quinn from Suicide Squad, Birds of Prey, all that.
Oh,
it's Margot Robbie, but I don't.
She's good.
Yeah, except Reverse Flash is
really
almost good. On the same level of Joker. Like,
oh my gosh, Heath Ledger's Joker?
Yeah, Yep, and I think a lot of people agree with me here, but Reverse Flash from The Flash is one of the greatest villains we have seen in television and movies in our lifetime.
Oh my god.
And his acting was unbelievable.
I think he's good, and I think he wins this matchup, but those are some outrageous takes that you didn't have to throw on there. I'll give it to you.
We'll see.
For now, but goodness gracious.
All right, for our next one, we've got Penguin from The Batman against Steppenwolf from Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I really liked Penguin from The Batman.
Yeah, he was good. Problem was, he wasn't the big bad, right? He wasn't much of a bad guy, I think. Like, I mean, he's just the stupid mob boss. Yeah.
Which in movies, the stupid mob boss, I'm thinking of like every John Wick movie, the mob boss is always like the mob boss villain is always the exact same.
Yep.
So he lacks in depth, but in terms of like acting, execution, that character specifically, I think he was about as good as you can be.
Yeah, I mean, and he's iconic. He's very iconic compared to Steppenwolf. Steppenwolf didn't have any depth to his character. He was really cool looking, so that's really helpful.
I mean,
it's hard because the only thing I think that could give the Penguin the edge is his character development that's given from his show, except he's definitely not the antagonist of his own show.
No. But he's good. I'm kind of dead set on the Penguin here.
Okay. I like Steppenwolf. I like that movie, but I will, even just for the sake of iconicness, I'm okay to go for Penguin.
Yeah, even if it's just because of his name and he doesn't go that far, that's fine. I think he needs to get through the first round.
Yeah. This one should be a no-brainer. We've got General Zod from Man of Steel against Cheetah from Wonder Woman 84.
Okay. I don't think General Zod from Man of Steel is good at all.
That's crazy. He is the best part of that movie. General Zod.
Well, that's not hard to do. The movie's a 2 out of 10.
The movie is way better than a 2 out of 10. Even if just General Zod's performance, Henry Cavill as Superman, and Hans Zimmer score. Like,
I don't think Cavill's performance as Superman is that good. But I think that is partly because I'm offended by what his character did to Superman. So
that is not
what
on him.
The Snyderverse did to Snooper. Right, which is like, okay, I'll give you that. You're right. But
for me, you take out who Superman is supposed to be and what he represents and look at, which is hard to do. Yes, but I'm saying look at Man of Steel as a movie. If you didn't know anything about Superman before watching that movie, I think Man of Steel is a solid movie, and I think
but for arguably
pretty good.
Okay. I would move on because you're so obnoxiously wrong. But I would
You haven't even seen Zack Snyder's Justice League.
I watched it with you,
You
Chuck
watched
Nuts.
the 4 hour Zack Snyder's
The
Justice
Snyder
League?
Cut. I watched the Snyder Cut with you.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. Well, you also don't like slow movies, so.
They told me to watch the extended editions of the Lord of the Rings the first time I watched
It
them.
still goes Zod here. Zod.
Okay, you're right. It still goes on, but we
And
need
his
to address this in a
performance is
future
good.
episode because you have some really bad takes with the Snyderverse. But
Yep.
okay,
You
Zod
can
goes on.
keep telling yourself that. Where our next matchup is going to be Joker from Suicide Squad 2016 against Deathstroke from Arrow. This is a sweep.
Yes, this is not close. Deathstroke is phenomenal.
Deathstroke is phenomenal. And
Yes, this
I mean,
is not close.
got to give credit where credit is due. Jared Leto's a creep, so putting him in the Joker role at least made sense. But he's still not a good Joker.
No, he's not.
All right, our next matchup's kind of interesting. Scarecrow from Batman Begins, Cillian Murphy, against Cicada from The Flash. Which, hot take, I really liked Cicada in The Flash. I actually liked that season.
Better take. I think Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow is the second best villain in the Nolan trilogy. I think Heath Ledger is the only one better. I
Wow.
think Cillian Murphy's Scarecrow. I mean, just think of what he was in Dark Knight Rises. How he was like the judge of the
Yep.
of Gotham when it was completely under
Yeah. He's in all three movies.
under siege.
Yep.
He's in all three movies. He's different in all three movies, which I think is awesome. And then the cap off of the third one, where it's like you look at every single person in Gotham
Person.
who is the
Do you have a lisp
who
now?
is- you look at every single person in Gotham, and you look at who is
Pertham
the
and
most
Gotham?
Shut up! You're so obnoxious. Who is the most I don't even want to say it anymore. Move on to the next one. Put Cillian Murphy Scarecrow on to the next round and move on to the next one. I don't even want to say it anymore.
Okay. Well, our next one is Lex Luthor from Batman vs. Superman against Black Manta from Aquaman. This is trash
Oh,
versus
yikes.
garbage, bro.
Yeah,
This is- But
this is awful. Whichever one you want. I could not.
I'm
care
gonna go
less.
for the better actor and give it to Lex Luthor. He's a great
That's fair.
actor. I mean, especially like in Now
Yeah.
You See Me and stuff. He's just a great actor.
No, they're bad though.
They're
both bad.
Trash versus garbage. This one I don't think is hard either. We've got Zoom from The Flash against Ocean Master from Aquaman, which is King Orm. It's Aquaman's brother, I want to say.
Yeah, I don't think the Aquaman movie is that great.
Yeah. Zoom
I think the Flash villains are bad apart from Reverse Flash.
and Zoom. Dude, if you're crazy if you think Zoom is bad. Zoom is...
I don't know if I've ever seen any of the Zoom arc or anything about Zoom.
Okay. Zoom's really good. Zoom is second best in that
Okay.
show for sure.
Well, I don't care for Aquaman, so I'm fine to take Zoom.
Perfect. All right. Well, our next one's kind of interesting. We've got Ra's al Ghul from Batman Begins,
Ooh.
but he's against Prometheus from Arrow. I don't think Ra's even plays a big enough role in that movie to be able to compete with Prometheus.
He was a good twist villain.
It's
Because,
Liam Neeson.
Yeah, and it was a great twist that he wasn't the what's it called, or that he was the what's it called.
Yeah,
I don't even remember what
I
that
know. I
person's
can't
name
think
is.
of it either.
But it was a great twist that was him. It's very interesting how he trained the Batman.
But it is
I would
Prometheus.
lean Roz. I understand the hype around. I know people are gonna be mad if we don't put Prometheus through. Is that enough of a reason?
I think so. I mean, I don't think Roz is going to make it as far anyways. I think Prometheus could make it further.
True. I'll give you Prometheus possible longevity, so I'll take him over Roz.
Okay.
I don't even care for Roz that much.
Yeah.
He's like the 5th best villain in that trilogy. So
Exactly. This next one's pretty easy. Riddler from the Batman against Ares from Wonder Woman. Ares is not
Ares
bad.
is not bad.
He's not bad.
He's not bad, actually.
But he's not Riddler.
But the Riddler is phenomenal. That's one of the best villain portrayals we've seen in the last 10 years. 100%.
Absolutely.
Other than Vincent D'Onofrio, I might say who is Thanos?
Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin in the Thanos role is pretty good too.
Josh Brolin is in Thanos, Vincent D'Onofrio and Wilson Fisk. Those two are really the only ones that I would rival over the Riddler and the Batman.
Paul Dano, yeah.
I don't even know him by name, Paul Dano, but he was incredible in that. I think we go the Riddler.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Our next matchup is Luthor from Superman 2025 against Savitar from The Flash. Savitar's good. He's not Nicholas Hoult.
He's not Nicholas Hoult.
Not Nicholas Hoult. So
Luth.
We go Luthor. And then for our last matchup of the first round, Two-Face from The Dark Knight.
Okay.
Harvey Dent against Doomsday from Batman vs. Superman. Doomsday's just bad monster for the sake of bad monster.
Yeah,
so.
that's just the big bad for the sake of the big bad. Exactly.
Yeah.
Harvey Dent is a good. I don't like Harvey Dent as much as most people do. A lot of people think Harvey Dent is like the second best villain of the trilogy.
I would agree.
I don't have that take. I think he's fourth.
Wow.
But I think he's interesting.
Who's the three ahead of Shaquille O'Neal?
No, I think he's fourth. That's funny. Good reference. No, I'm fine to go him.
Shaq's what? The fifth best center of all time?
Who's the four ahead of Shaquille O'Neal?
Have you lost your dang mind? All right.
Shout out Stephen A. if you're watching this.
No, I'm not shouting out. I'm not shouting out Stephen A, bro. Okay, well, on to the Sweet 16. So our first matchup, heartbreaking, Joker, Dark Knight against Bane, Dark Knight Rises. Sucks to see Bane go. But
yeah.
He's gone.
I wish I could have an argument. I wish it was more than a 2-second decision, but
it's
Heath Ledger is one of the best villains of all time.
Yep, and I think the next
Heath
one,
Ledger's Joker.
The next one's also 2-second decision. Lex Luthor from Smallville against Darkseid from Justice League.
Yeah,
Smallville Luthor's
100%.
just
Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Okay, Dr. Savannah from Shazam, but against the Reverse Flash from The Flash.
I was gonna say, how did Dr. Savannah make it to the second round?
Yeah,
must have had a horrible matchup at first. Yeah, Reverse Flash.
Yep.
These have not been hard.
Nope. Penguin from the Batman against General Zod from Man of Steel, and I think we're going different directions here.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to get into it again because you're so wrong about
Zod
Man of Steel.
is so good. It's just his performance as Zod was so good. Good.
I want it to be clear that I want to go Penguin, but I will allow Zod because he is
the main
by far the best part of that movie.
Yeah, he's the main villain of that movie. Penguin is not the main villain of his movie. So
yeah, and Zod, Penguin, they're about, in terms of DC villains, I'd say they're about even.
Yeah, actually, that's true.
And so I'll give it to the better character in Zod.
Okay, well, now we've got Deathstroke from Arrow against Scarecrow from Batman Begins. A lot of people are going to think this is super close. I'm going to lean Scarecrow heavily.
Oh, thank goodness. Me too. 100%. I think Scarecrow's awesome.
Yeah, a Deathstroke's good, but I don't know.
Scarecrow's just one of those, like, you can just fingerprint on this masterpiece of a trilogy. Every single movie is at least a 9.3 out of 10.
Yep.
Scarecrow is in all three movies, and he's essentially a completely different character in all three.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's just so, and it blends into the Batman story. It's incredible.
Yeah.
Scarecrow is one of my favorites to go on to the finale. Good. I hope he makes it.
Yeah. Well, our next matchup, pretty easy, because Lex Luthor from Batman v Superman against Zoom from The Flash.
Yeah.
Zoom's good. Luthor's bad. So, okay.
Yep.
This one's actually kind of tough. We've got Prometheus from Arrow against Riddler from Batman. I know we're both gonna lean the same way, and it's recency bias, and we like the Batman better.
Is it recency bias or is it media bias? Because the Batman is objectively significantly better than Arrow.
It's true. Prometheus.
It's more recent.
Prometheus was probably the best part of that show, but Paul Dano's Riddler.
He was so good.
I don't think. I think someone might want to vote Prometheus through on their own, and that's okay. But
yeah, I'd be wholly fine with that.
Yeah.
That or Bane.
Or Bane, true. Or
yeah.
Zod.
Shut up.
Okay. And then for our last matchup, Lex Luthor, Superman 2025 against Two-Face.
I don't even care. Yeah, Lex Luthor, 100%.
Okay.
100% over Two-Face.
Glaze.
People are gonna be mad about this.
Glaze.
People are gonna be mad about this.
I am. Yeah. You and I, DC is where we disagree most. This is where we will disagree the most, is in DC.
Because you're obnoxiously wrong saying that the Snyderverse is good. What would you just give the Snyderverse as a whole out of 10?
An 8. Yeah.
An 8 out of 10?
I would.
You just put so much zest into my body hearing that the Snyderverse.
What does that mean? What is that supposed to mean? Who's putting what into you?
My reaction was so zesty. That is
clutching your pearls.
Unbelievable. That got me clutching my pearls. The Snyderverse is an 8 out of 10. You are so wrong about that. So do you think it's going to be better than the James Gunn DCU?
No. I mean, Snyderverse didn't get to go nearly as far. But
you gave it an 8 out of 10?
If Zack Snyder's Justice League got a sequel, there would have been potential for it to be really good. I think the direction it was going with Darkseid coming to Earth would have been really, because again, he's the Thanos of the DC universe, right? What they could have done with him would have made the Snyder universe a lot more viable. I don't like the cliffhanger left by Zack Snyder's Justice League. Ben Affleck's Batman was phenomenal. That is not a hot take.
Third best Batman, by the way.
Doesn't matter. He's a phenomenal. Okay. People talk about
Who's Batman. The 2 ahead of Shaquille?
People talk about best Spider-Man, best Peter Parker, best of both, best Bruce Wayne, best Batman, best of both. Best of both is Ben Affleck.
I'm okay with that take, but he is not the best Bruce Wayne, nor is he the best Batman.
Correct. And Batman versus Superman is a mid movie. It's got some fun action, but it's a mid movie. So
it's a really bad movie, actually.
Yeah,
making Superman kill 10,000 people. What are we doing? Are we serious?
Yeah.
Superman? Okay. I want to move on because I could sit here and talk for 14 hours about
movies you've seen once.
Stupid. I've seen them more than once because you have made me.
Not Zack Snyder's Justice League.
We actually might have seen that twice, but regardless, you are so obnoxiously wrong with an 8 out of 10 for Zack Snyder's Justice League. I just want to put that past us and move on to the next matchup.
Okay, well, Joker, Dark Knight against Luthor from Smallville. It hurts to see Luthor go, but it's not a competition.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen eventually.
Okay, next one, and I'm so glad.
This is the Elite Eight, by the way.
Yes, this is the Elite Eight.
Yes.
So glad he's making it through. Reverse Flash against General Zod. So happy Reverse Flash is making it through.
I'm cool with Reverse Flash. I think he had probably an easy route, but yeah.
If I were to write my top 4, he'd be in it. So I am very glad he's making it through. Next one, for me, this would be a tough matchup. For you, it's not. We have Scarecrow against Zoom.
I lean towards Zoom not being the best villain of his own franchise, but then I give you that Cillian Murphy is easily not the best villain of his franchise.
Zoom is super well done. The twist of him being who he is they did a really good job with Zoom. For me, this one's a pretty tough matchup.
Killian Murphy's Scarecrow had a twist too. It's not, in my opinion, it's not nearly as good as Zoom's, but it was pretty good too. Um,
Hmm.
and I just lean towards like you when I look at the parts of the Dark Knight that make it a Nolan trilogy, I look at Scarecrow's character and how brilliant he is as one of those like Nolan fingerprints, and I I really really feel strongly that I want to send Scarecrow
Yeah,
on.
I'm okay. I think for me it was kind of a coin flip. I really like Zoom, but he wouldn't have made it very far, I think, in the big bracket, anyways. So,
Yeah.
and then tough for you. I have a decision here, but Riddler from the Batman against Lex Luthor from Superman 2025.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! This is really tough.
Mm-hmm.
It's our last matchup of the day, and it's by far the hardest in my opinion.
Yep, this is easily the hardest.
Oh my gosh. This is poetic that it's the last matchup. Okay, so let's start with let's logic this out. Let's start with iconicness. We have the Riddler versus Lex Luthor.
Luther
Oh
wins
jeez, they're pretty
iconicness.
close.
No, Luther.
I don't know if that's true.
Luther
Because
would win.
Batman is more iconic than Superman. And
That's hard to
the
say.
Riddler.
I
Oh, I
Luther
guess
is
the Riddler isn't a top Batman villain, but Luther is like the Superman.
he is the
villain.
Superman villain. Yep.
Okay, so I'll give Luther iconicness. Cool. Who's cooler in
Definitely Riddler.
Definitely Riddler.
Definitely
100%.
Riddler.
Yeah, Lex Luthor in that movie was a friggin' goober.
Riddler's also a more complicated character in a good way.
I was gonna say, so if we're talking about depth to character, I think that also goes to Riddler.
Again, Lex Luthor is just a generational hater. And that's pretty much
yeah.
it. He's just
That's
a rich
true.
generational hater, which the
Well,
Reverse Flash
he's also the smartest man in his universe.
It's
like,
true.
The smartest man isn't in his entire cinematic universe.
It's
He's got to
true.
get points for that.
Reverse
But
Flash
honestly, that doesn't beat out the Riddler by much.
Yeah. Reverse Flash is also like a generational hater, but his methods are a lot more interesting than Lex Luthor. So for me,
Right.
I think Riddler beats Lex Luthor here. I think the complexity of his character.
Oh, this is so tough. This is so tough because that, in my opinion, is the best Lex. And it was the best movie of 2025. And was the best cinematic universe send-off in history. I'm not counting Creature Commandos as a DCU send-off for those commenters, those keyboard warriors talking about
Iron Man was a
Creature
pretty good send off, but you know.
Iron Man 1 or Superman 2025.
I'd say Iron Man 1. I know you're gonna disagree with that.
You're rage baiting me.
Nope, I'm not.
You're rage baiting.
I'm not.
You're rage baiting.
Nope.
I'm going to clip this. And last time I said I'm going to clip this, I hope the comments tear you apart. It's because I said Moon Knight was bad and I got torn apart. This time, I am confident you are going to get torn apart for saying that.
It's totally possible.
Let's move on.
I think Riddler wins.
I say Riddler.
Okay.
I say Riddler.
Then
I agree.
then
It's so tough.
Yep.
I would be fully happy if Lex from 2025 Superman or Tom Hardy Bane were the comment lifeline.
Yeah.
I'd be totally happy with either of those.
I would be really happy with Zod. No, Lex Luthor from Smallville. That would definitely be, or Prometheus. Those would be the two for me, I think.
Yeah, I mean, run us through the top four. I don't think it's bad.
We've got Joker from The Dark Knight, of course. We've got Reverse Flash from The Flash, of course. We've got Scarecrow from the Batman trilogy.
Oh, here's our Cinderella story right here.
Yep, and then Riddler from the Batman. That's a really solid top four.
That's a great top four.
We've got
I'm really happy with
Batman
that.
villains.
Well, Batman is the greatest superhero of all time and has the best villains of all time. That close second of Spider-Man, but it makes sense. It makes sense. We could do a whole bracket of Batman villains.
I think
for
Captain
Spider-Man
Marvel
villains.
is the best superhero of all time. I can't even finish saying that sentence.
No, I'm gonna clip that and I'm gonna cut it off right after you. Oh, no, that's funny.
I was trying to think of
yeah.
someone funny, but
I would have assumed at least two, probably three of the DC villains were going to be super Batman villains.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm
but
so
Cillian
glad
Murphy's
Reverse
Scarecrow,
Flash. That one was
bit
unexpected.
of a bit of a sleeper pick there.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy not being in the top four, Bane, Two Face. I bet a lot of people are upset about Two
Harvey
Face.
Dent. Yep.
Um,
Fair enough.
and then both Lex Luthers. There's not a Lex Luthor in our top four.
That feels crazy.
That feels wrong.
But
to have a top DC villains list and no Lex Luthor.
it would have had to have been Smallville Luthor, but he was against Joker, so tough luck.
Yeah, that's the same thing with Tom Hardy's Bane. It's like you just ran into Joker. What are you gonna do?
Yep.
Like, no, I think this is great. I think the comments are gonna have a tough time deciding who moves on to the finale.
Yeah.
So we are sending this top four onto the finale, and then the most liked comment on this video will also get sent to the finale. I'm interested to see who it is. And you guys have until we record the finale to place your votes and to like your comments. Yeah, I'm super excited. But other than that, make sure you go back and check all of our other lists. We've done Pixar, DreamWorks, Disney Animation, Sony, Illumination, Blue Sky. We did those as like a 3-in-1 since they were smaller studios with not as many movies. But yeah, and still more to come. We haven't done Star Wars. People know us as the Star Wars guys. So like Star Wars, Marvel is still coming up.
Disney live action.
Disney live action, extended fantasy. There's so much still to come. So stay tuned for the next episodes. Go back and watch the other episodes if you haven't seen it. Check us out on all the socials, but if you like us, you already know what to do. You don't need me to tell you. That being said, this has been episode 5 of the greatest villain of all time debate.